Chosen one, do not scroll or look away. The moment your eyes fell upon this message, heaven leaned in and a sacred shift began over your life. You were not sent here by chance, but by divine appointment, perfectly timed for this hour. Anointed one, you are standing at the threshold of a supernatural transfer, wealth, favor, and destiny aligned in your name. The courts of heaven have marked this moment, and nothing hidden will remain concealed. As it is written, the Lord will perfect that which concerns you. Psalm 138:8. Prepare your heart, chosen one, for what is coming cannot be delayed. Chosen one, stop and hear this with every fiber of your being. This is not casual, and it is not entertainment. This moment you are in was orchestrated in the courts of heaven long before you ever clicked play. Every breath you take, every heartbeat that brought you to this exact second has been divinely synchronized for what is about to unfold. The Spirit of the Lord has leaned in, drawing a circle around you and the message you are about to receive. This is not by chance. Anointed one. What is stirring in your spirit is heaven making its move, and it cannot be ignored. The very air around you, the subtle stirring in your chest, the inexplicable chills or sudden waves of peace, they are all signals that your divine appointment is here. For years, your persistence, your patience, your hidden prayers, and even the times you felt overlooked have been noted in heaven's ledger. Every tear, every whispered plea in the quiet of your room, every moment you chose integrity over retaliation has been recorded by angels assigned to guard your destiny. And now the time has arrived for a release so precise that even the systems of men will pause in acknowledgement. Listen, chosen one. There is a lawyer moving under divine instruction. Not one who comes with condemnation, fear, or threat, but one sent by God to release what was always yours. Not one, but two assignments sealed, sacred, and encoded with your identity have resurfaced. One reaches back into your past to restore what was lost, and the other points forward, carrying the promise of what you are meant to receive. These are not ordinary assignments. These are divine inheritances that speak to your purpose, your provision, and your alignment with the kingdom. You never applied, you never signed, yet heaven claims them in your name. Heaven does not make errors. The timing is perfect. Weeks ago, before you even sensed the shift in your own atmosphere, the steps of the messenger were aligned with yours. It was not an accident that they discovered your file. It was a revelation, and as his eyes fell on what belongs to you, the very atmosphere responded. Lights flickered, silence deepened, and a sacred weight settled over him. It is holy, chosen one. This is the intersection of divine order and human perception. You are witnessing prophecy moving toward manifestation, and every beat of your heart is part of the countdown. Consider what this means. Your name is echoing in places you have never walked, inscribed on documents you did not sign, recognized by hearts that thought they had forgotten you. And yet, heaven's memory is sharper than any earthly system. What was lost, hidden, or delayed is now being released. The final line of that sacred record reads, "Belongs entirely to the one who carries the mark of faith." That is you, chosen one. One of these assignments will answer a prayer you had set aside, and the other will close a wound you thought would never heal. Together they form a circle of restoration, a full alignment of grace, and a demonstration that heaven never forgets the faithful. You may reflect on your own journey and see how the enemy tried to bury these blessings. Perhaps doors slammed in your face, opportunities disappeared, communications were blocked, or letters never arrived. Maybe you believed it was delay or misfortune or human error. But what you have experienced was preservation. Heaven was protecting your inheritance until the point moment, ensuring that when it arrived, nothing could intercept its full power. The delay was never denial, it was divine timing. Even now, the messenger walks with a holy urgency. Every step is measured, every action ordained. He does not deliver by mail, by email, or by convenience. This is spirit to spirit, divine transfer. 13 months ago, these documents were sealed, encoded, and inaccessible except to the timing of heaven. And that timing is now. Chosen one. Your spirit has matured into readiness. You are prepared to receive what the world cannot yet understand. The release could not come a moment sooner, nor could it wait a second longer. The appointed hour is here, and the fullness of your inheritance is at the threshold. But there is more to this story. Someone once attempted to claim what was never theirs, signing on your behalf, seeking to redirect your blessing. But destiny has a defender. The ink has faded, their claim has been nullified, and the systems of man themselves are bending back toward your legacy. This is divine justice, chosen one. It is not about revenge, but about completion. Heaven honors the faithful, and what has been preserved, protected, and prayed over will now move in your favor. The 2 envelopes in the messenger's care are not merely paper. They are reflections of your endurance, your sacrifice, your faithfulness, and your hidden integrity. One holds closure, an apology written years ago by someone who caused you deep pain, a letter that does not reopen wounds, but seals them. The other holds access keys to a provision, a treasure, a supernatural blessing that always had your name on it, but was delayed until now. These envelopes carry energy, they carry vibration, they carry the frequency of heaven's alignment. Chosen one, as you absorb this, feel the weight of what is coming. This is not theory, not metaphor, not suggestion. It is a tangible spiritual shift. Even the messenger himself senses it in his body, in the air, in the light around him. Peace floods his chest as he reads your identity. A holy stillness descends. He whispers, "I don't know who this person is, but this feels destined." And it is true. Every step, every decision, every prayer, every silent endurance in your life has been a preparation for this very moment of divine activation. Chosen one. Notice how every hidden detail of your journey is now converging into clarity. The rooms you have never entered, the doors you thought remained closed, and the pathways that seemed blocked are now being illuminated by heaven itself. Your labor, your prayers, your persistence, they are not in vain. Divine hands have been at work behind the veil, updating what was hidden, correcting what was altered, and positioning every element of your life to align perfectly with your destiny. This is not coincidence. This is supernatural orchestration. Feel the sacred momentum in the air. Every small sign you may have overlooked, the repeated numbers, the subtle nudges in conversation, the moments when your intuition surged, is now a breadcrumb laid by heaven to guide you to what is already yours. The messenger who carries your assignments moves with a quiet reverence, guided not by human understanding, but by the divine pulse of purpose. You are not merely receiving documents, you are receiving alignment restoration and the tangible activation of promises written long ago. Heaven's order is unbreakable. Every attempt to bury, delay, or redirect what belongs to you has failed. Every time someone tried to manipulate the outcome, the Spirit of the Lord ensured that your inheritance remained intact, waiting only for the appointed hour. That hour is now. The first envelope contains what was lost, a restoration of what you thought had been denied. The second carries forward-looking provision, a revelation of your future destiny that has been safeguarded by divine precision. Take a moment. Chosen one, to feel the weight of this impartation. The energy of these assignments is not merely symbolic, it is alive. It hums, vibrates, and awakens your spirit to a new frequency. Every breath you take now is part of a sacred exchange. You are not just observing this moment, you are participating in it. You are the catalyst through which heaven is moving. Your faith, your readiness, your alignment are the keys that unlock the flow of supernatural transfer. Even the smallest details matter. The messenger senses them, the flicker of lights, the gentle shift of air, the weight in the room, the subtle movement of objects around him. Everything responds to the divinely ordained rhythm of this moment. The unseen realm is orchestrating every step. And you, Anointed One, are the reason. You are the receiver, the heir, the one whose readiness activates the promise. Imagine the life you have been longing for, the clarity, the peace, the sudden doors opening, the restored relationships, the financial blessings flowing without obstruction. It is all real, Chosen One. What you have experienced as waiting, as delay, as silence, was preparation. Heaven has preserved your inheritance until your spirit was mature enough to receive it fully. This is the power of divine timing, the perfect convergence of faith, obedience, and supernatural orchestration. Now observe how heaven moves even through human hands. The messenger carrying these sacred envelopes is not just delivering information, he is delivering justice, restoration, and proof that the unseen realm governs with authority. He walks as a vessel of alignment, activated by God's intention, not by earthly logic. Every hesitation, every whisper, every heartbeat he experiences is in direct response to the divine weight of what he bears. And when these envelopes reach you, Chosen One, you will recognize that this is more than paper, it is destiny manifesting. Do not underestimate the significance of what is unfolding. This is a moment that will shift everything, the landscape of your personal life, the flow of your provision, and the alignment of your spirit with heaven's purpose. Every blocked call, every missed opportunity, every seeming setback is now being rewritten. What once felt lost is now restored. What once seemed impossible is now unfolding before your eyes. And in this moment, the atmosphere itself responds to the truth of who you are and what you're about to receive. The energy of these twin assignments reaches into both the natural and spiritual realms. One brings closure, healing old wounds and affirming the faithfulness of God. The other opens the path forward, unlocking favor, provision, and supernatural opportunities that have been prepared specifically for you. These are not general blessings, they are highly personalized, divinely sealed, and uniquely aligned with your journey. As you receive them, Chosen One, feel your spirit rise, your heart align, and your understanding expand. Everything is moving now with divine precision. Every piece of your life that seemed out of place, every moment of confusion, every season of waiting, all of it is being reorganized to reflect heaven's perfect plan. The messenger's steps, the envelopes, the signals in your environment, they are all part of a symphony of restoration. And you, Anointed One, are the conductor of this spiritual and material alignment. The ripple effect will touch every area of your life, restoring what was lost, elevating what was delayed, and confirming that God's promises are irrevocable. Your response matters. Chosen One, as these assignments unfold, receive them with faith, gratitude, and surrender. This is not just a moment of legal or material restoration, it is a sacred spiritual transaction. Your obedience, your readiness, your open heart activate the flow of what heaven has prepared. Trust the process. Trust the messenger. Trust the invisible orchestration of God's timing. And know this, what is coming is permanent, irrevocable, and deeply aligned with the destiny you were born to fulfill. Chosen one. As you continue to absorb this, understand that heaven's timing is flawless. Every detail of your life, every moment of apparent delay or disappointment has been a setup for this exact convergence. The things you thought were lost, the doors that seemed permanently closed, the blessings you believed had slipped through your fingers, all are now returning fully restored and amplified. The envelopes in the hands of heaven's messenger are not just physical items, they are the carriers of divine order, supernatural provision, and sacred alignment. Each movement surrounding them is orchestrated to ensure that what belongs to you cannot be diverted, delayed, or diminished. Anointed One. The energy in this room in this very moment is electric with purpose. The messenger moves with a quiet intensity, each step measured and deliberate, not guided by earthly logic, but by the rhythm of heaven itself. You may have thought that life was random, that the obstacles were coincidental, that the losses were permanent. Yet every trial, every closed door, every whispered no in your ear was heaven preparing you, refining you, and protecting your inheritance until the appointed hour. The Spirit of the Lord is moving now to correct what was delayed, to reclaim what was stolen, and to restore alignment across every area of your life. Imagine the weight of this. The messenger opens the first envelope and feels the energy inside reverberate through him, though he does not fully understand why. Every word, every seal, every stroke of the ink carries a frequency designed to awaken your spirit. That first envelope brings closure, healing old wounds, restoring what was stolen, and confirming the faithfulness of God. It speaks to the unseen battles you have fought in silence, the moments when you chose patience over reaction prayer, over panic, and faith over fear. All of it has been accounted for. Every tear, every sacrifice, every moment of quiet endurance has been noticed, and heaven is now responding. The second envelope is even more profound. It does not just contain information, it carries activation, divine coding, and the keys to your next level of supernatural manifestation. As the messenger holds it, he feels a current of energy, subtle yet undeniable, flowing into the atmosphere. This is your inheritance being released, your spiritual and material blessings converging, your destiny being activated. This is the moment where what was hidden becomes visible, what was delayed becomes present, and what was blocked is now liberated. Take a deep breath. Chosen one, and feel the weight of divine orchestration surrounding you. The world may not see it yet, and the human mind may struggle to comprehend it, but in the spiritual realm, alignment is complete. Every file, every record, every document that once misrepresented or obscured your identity is being corrected. Every attempt to bury your blessing has been undone by the authority of heaven. Even the smallest details, the things unnoticed by human eyes, are moving now in perfect harmony with God's plan. You may notice subtle confirmations around you, numbers repeating messages in songs or conversations, synchronistic encounters, moments of clarity that defy explanation. These are not coincidences, they are signs of alignment, signals that heaven is confirming your readiness. The messenger, though human, moves in step with the divine, guided by signs, whispers, and the unmistakable pulse of destiny. Everything that has been prepared for you is now aligning to your awareness. This is not just about restoration of material things, chosen one. It is about spiritual elevation, a reordering of your personal and professional life to reflect the authority and favor God has long promised you. As you open the second envelope, feel the energy course through your being. It carries the frequency of increased favor and divine clarity. You are not receiving this by accident. You are receiving it because you have walked in integrity, faith, and obedience, even when the path was uncertain, even when the outcome seemed distant. Reflect on your journey, anointed one. Remember the moments of quiet waiting, the times when patience seemed impossible, the nights when you prayed alone, hoping for breakthrough. Heaven saw it all, every act of faith, every choice to do right in secret, every time you held your tongue and trusted God instead of reacting impulsively. All of it has been accounted for. And now these envelopes, these sacred assignments, are moving into your hands to confirm that your labor was not in vain. The process is not yet complete, for as you receive, you are called to respond in alignment. Speak over your life, your home, your relationships, and your work as someone who has been marked and preserved for divine timing. The moment of receipt is also a moment of activation. Let your heart, your spirit, and your mind recognize that this is not ordinary. This is supernatural. The envelopes carry the authority to restore, the power to release, and the frequency to transform every aspect of your destiny. Even as the messenger walks toward you, carrying these sacred markers, you're being positioned to receive more than you can see with the natural eye. Every blessing that was delayed, every opportunity that was hidden, every favor that was blocked is now in motion. You are stepping into a season where alignment, restoration, and activation converge. The moment your fingers touch these assignments, you are not just receiving objects. You are receiving the proof that heaven has been working in every season, in every struggle, and in every moment of faithfulness. Look around you, chosen one. Feel the atmosphere shift. The weight of anticipation, the subtle energy in the air, the sense that something monumental is unfolding, all a confirmation that heaven is active. The envelopes are more than paper. They are movement, vibration, and divine instruction. As you engage with them in faith, your spirit begins to resonate with what has been prepared since the foundation of your life. Every step, every breath, every heartbeat has led to this moment of sacred activation. This is your invitation, anointed one. Open your hands, open your heart, and receive with expectancy. What has been hidden is now revealed. What has been delayed is now on time. What has been blocked is now flowing. This is your moment to acknowledge the faithfulness of God, the precision of divine timing, and the reality that your spiritual and material inheritance is now fully in motion. Heaven is confirming what has always belonged to you. Chosen one. As you continue to stand in this sacred moment, understand that the release you are witnessing is more than a transaction of material blessing. It is a spiritual realignment that touches every area of your life. The first envelope now in your hands carries the restoration of what was delayed, misappropriated, or denied. It speaks directly to your past, affirming that every tear, every act of patience, every moment of integrity you maintained in secret has been noticed in heaven's courts. These are confirmations. Chosen one, that your endurance was not wasted, that your faithfulness has secured your rightful inheritance. Even the smallest details, the things you thought were overlooked, are being corrected. Every document, every record, every detail that once misrepresented your identity is now being rewritten under divine authority. The messenger carries not just paper, but proof that heaven intervenes in the affairs of those it calls chosen. You are not observing this moment as a bystander. You are participating in the activation of your destiny. The unseen realm is moving in perfect synchronization with the natural, and what unfolds will affect every facet of your life. Feel the energy, chosen one. It is subtle yet undeniable, a current that hums through the room, stirring your spirit and awakening a deep recognition that heaven is present and active. The envelope in your hand is alive with purpose, vibrating with the authority of divine alignment. This is your confirmation. The things that were hidden, silenced, or delayed are now flowing toward you. The delay was not denial, it was preservation. The time of waiting was a preparation for the fullness of your reception. And now every part of heaven is converging to ensure that your inheritance reaches you intact, untouched by human error or interference. Anointed One, notice how the second envelope carries a frequency beyond mere words or paper. It is coded with divine instruction, designed to awaken the gifts, discernment, and favor that have lain dormant within you. The moment your fingers brush it, you will feel a subtle but undeniable current of activation. This is a supernatural transfer, a prophetic infusion, and a sacred unlocking of what has been divinely allocated to your name. The first envelope restores what was lost. The second releases what is coming, preparing you for a level of blessing, clarity, and provision that transcends ordinary understanding. Take a moment to reflect, chosen one. Think about all the seasons of uncertainty, the opportunities that slipped away, the doors that closed without explanation, the moments when you questioned your path. Every one of those moments was part of a divine strategy to position you for what is being delivered now. The delays were intentional, the interruptions were preservation. Heaven has been at work behind the veil, orchestrating every detail to ensure that the fullness of your inheritance arrives at the perfect time. You are being reminded now that divine timing is never early, never late, and never mistaken. The messenger, though human, is guided by supernatural accuracy. Every step he takes, every breath, every gesture aligns with heaven's orchestration. As he carries these envelopes, he moves not by human perception, but by the pulse of destiny itself. And you, chosen one, are the reason this moment exists. You are the one whose faithfulness activates the flow, whose integrity ensures the release, and whose readiness brings manifestation. The world may not understand this anointed one. Those around you may see only paper, only documents, only legal forms. But you, chosen and prepared, perceive the spiritual reality behind them. These are sacred markers of restoration, activation, and alignment. They represent both your past faithfulness and your future potential. Every blessing, every provision, every measure of favor that comes through these assignments carries a spiritual signature uniquely tied to you. Look closely, chosen one, and feel the subtle shifts in your environment. The air seems lighter. The room hums with a quiet power, and an unexplainable peace settles over you. This is not imagination, it is the tangible manifestation of heaven's alignment. What has been withheld is now moving in full force, and your spirit is being awakened to recognize, receive, and steward what has been prepared for you. Even the smallest acts of obedience, patience, and prayer that you performed in the background have contributed to the current of activations surrounding you now. As you engage with these envelopes, you are also stepping into a higher level of spiritual awareness. The first restores, the second activates, and together they create a divine synergy that will ripple through every area of your life. Your relationships, your finances, your spiritual gifts, and your opportunities are all being recalibrated to reflect heaven's intent. The blessings are not just material, they are transformational, aligning your heart, mind, and spirit with the will of God. Feel the confirmation. Chosen one. The envelopes are not inert, they carry vibration. The room, the air, and even your own body respond to their presence. Your fingers tingle, your chest feels the weight of expectation, and your mind senses a new level of clarity dawning. This is supernatural. This is prophetic. This is a transfer of what heaven has long prepared for you. It cannot be delayed. It cannot be stopped. It cannot be redirected. Heaven is emphasizing that your readiness is required. Do not doubt. Do not hesitate. Do not question your worthiness. You are the chosen one. You are the anointed one. You have walked through seasons of preparation and refinement, and now the time of activation is here. Every detail of your life, every step of your journey, every prayer and act of faith has led to this sacred intersection of divine timing, supernatural transfer, and spiritual awakening. Take this in chosen one. Allow your spirit to resonate with what is unfolding. Receive with expectancy, believe with totality, align with the energy of heaven, knowing that what is being released is not only rightfully yours, but also divinely calibrated to elevate, restore, and empower you beyond what you can yet see. This is your moment, your breakthrough, your transfer. Heaven has moved, and it is now manifesting through the earthly realm directly into your hands. Chosen one, as you stand in this sacred moment, feel the magnitude of what is being released. The envelopes before you are not merely documents, they are living vessels of heaven's authority, carrying restoration, activation, and divine confirmation. The first envelope restores what was delayed, healing old wounds, closing chapters, and affirming that every tear, every act of faith, and every moment of patience has been noticed in the courts of heaven. Your endurance was never wasted. The second envelope carries the keys to your future. It activates supernatural provision, favor, and opportunities prepared exclusively for you. This is not ordinary. It is a divine unlocking, a sacred transfer, and a prophetic release. Every act of obedience, every choice to remain faithful, every moment of integrity has positioned you to receive these blessings fully. Heaven has orchestrated every detail to ensure nothing can intercept or diminish what belongs to you. Feel the energy around you, anointed one. The messenger, guided by heaven, moves not by logic, but by the rhythm of destiny. Every flicker of light, every subtle sign, every ripple in your environment confirms the authenticity of this moment. What was lost, hidden, or delayed is now arriving. The first envelope brings closure and restoration. The second unfolds activation and supernatural increase. Even the smallest confirmations, the repeated numbers, the messages in passing conversations, the synchronistic moments are heaven's signature of alignment. The energy of these assignments is not just material, it is vibrational, activating your spirit, your faith, and your capacity to receive. You are stepping into a season of divine completion and activation. Open your hands, open your heart, and receive with expectancy. Heaven's timing is flawless, and this moment could not come sooner. What has been delayed is now on time. What was withheld is now released. Every step of your journey, every prayer, and every act of faith has prepared you for this exact hour. These envelopes carry your legacy, your provision, and your supernatural assignment. Trust the process, chosen one. Align with the frequency of heaven's flow. Speak over your life. I receive what is mine. I step into my inheritance with faith and expectation. This is not just a moment, it is a sacred activation. Your destiny, your provision, and your breakthrough are now in motion, guided by heaven and secured by divine authority. Chosen one, now feel the full weight of what is unfolding. The envelopes in your hands are not just papers, they are carriers of heaven's will, vibrating with the authority, precision, and timing of divine orchestration. The first envelope restores what was lost, healing old wounds, erasing injustice, and confirming that every act of faith, patience, and integrity you maintained in silence has been honored. The trials you endured, the setbacks you faced, the doors that seemed closed, all of it was preparation. Heaven never misplaces what belongs to its own. The second envelope carries activation, Anointed One. It is a prophetic key, unlocking favor, provision, and opportunities that were prepared specifically for your journey. The energy inside this envelope is not symbolic, it is spiritual currency. A frequency designed to awaken dormant gifts, align your purpose, and amplify your influence. Every moment you remained faithful, every prayer uttered in the quiet of your room, every time you chose patience over reaction, has positioned you to receive what is now being released. This is a supernatural transfer that aligns your life, your legacy, and your spirit with heaven's perfect plan. Notice the atmosphere around you. Even now, subtle shifts signal divine presence. The air hums with expectation. The light seems softer, warmer, charged with intention. These are not ordinary occurrences. They are heaven confirming that your inheritance is arriving. The messenger who carries these sacred assignments is guided by a frequency beyond human comprehension. Every step he takes, every breath, every moment of pause is in perfect alignment with the divine timetable. What he delivers is sacred, not for the ordinary eye, but for your spirit, chosen one. Take in the profound reality. What was delayed is now on time. What was hidden is now revealed. The first envelope heals, restores, and completes unfinished chapters. The second activates, propelling you into the next level of your calling, bringing supernatural favor and abundance in alignment with your purpose. Together, they are a circle of restoration and activation, a proof that God has been at work behind the scenes, orchestrating every detail of your life. Feel your spirit respond. The energy emanating from these envelopes flows into you, awakening faith, hope, and expectation. It confirms that heaven is active, that divine justice is operational, and that supernatural transfer is real. This is a sacred moment, one that transcends human understanding and enters the realm of destiny, purpose, and divine alignment. Every blessing, every provision, every opportunity tied to your identity is now in motion, moving precisely to its appointed place. Chosen one, your role is clear. Receive, fully walk in faith, and allow heaven's timing to manifest in every area of your life. Speak with authority. I receive all that belongs to me. I step into my inheritance and my divine assignment with faith and expectation. This is not symbolic. This is activation. This is the moment your past, present, and future converge in perfect alignment. Heaven has moved, and you are ready to step into what has always been yours. Chosen one. Listen closely, because what happens after the delivery is where many people get distracted and miss the real transfer. It's one thing for heaven to restore what was hidden. It's another thing for you to carry it without shrinking back, without second-guessing, without letting old fear re-enter the room. This is the moment your inner world must match what heaven is placing in your hands. Because the blessing isn't just arriving to change your account, it's arriving to change your posture. Anointed one. I've seen this pattern too many times, even in my own life. The moment God answers, the mind tries to negotiate with anxiety. What if it falls apart again? What if I'm not ready? What if it was a mistake? But this isn't a mistake. This is divine alignment. And the reason the enemy fought so hard to bury your file is because what's connected to you doesn't stay small. It multiplies. It spills over. It affects other people. That's why this had to be sealed until your spirit matured. Now, chosen one, feel the shift. The atmosphere around you is no longer asking if you're worthy. It's confirming that you're chosen. And when you're chosen, you don't just receive, you steward. You don't just celebrate, you stay submitted. Because the transfer is not only in what you gain, it's in who you become. You are stepping into a season where doors don't just open, they recognize you. Conversations don't just happen, they align. Opportunities don't just appear, they return, as if they were waiting for your name to come back into the light. Anointed one. This is why your peace matters. When the blessing touches down, you must protect the peace that carried you here. Peace is not softness. Peace is authority under control. It's you refusing to panic, refusing to rush, refusing to chase what God already assigned to you. When Scripture says, what God opens, no one can shut, it's not poetry, it's spiritual law. What is yours will find you. What is yours will stand up in the system. What is yours will return from the shadows and present itself in the open. So now, chosen one, don't just hold the envelope, become the kind of person who can hold the weight of answered prayer. Speak differently, walk differently, stop introducing yourself to life like you're still waiting to be chosen. You've been chosen, you've been preserved, you've been marked. And from this point forward, you don't move like a survivor, you move like an heir. Take a breath, put your hand over your heart, and let this be your inner decree. I receive what heaven assigned. I release the old fear. I accept the new mantle. I will not sabotage my own arrival. Chosen one. This is where the transfer becomes tangible, because heaven does not only restore what was taken, heaven trains you to walk with what is returned. The moment the door opens, your old instincts will try to rush to over-explain, to prove, to protect. But, anointed one, the new season requires a different pace. You are not fighting for access anymore. You are learning how to carry authority without noise. There will be signs almost immediately, a phone call that comes through after months of silence. A message from someone who randomly remembered you. A financial opportunity that feels too clean, too timed, too precise to be coincidence. And right there, chosen one, is the test. Will you receive with peace, or will you receive with panic? Because panic is what you use to survive. Peace is what you use to govern. I want you to picture something simple. Imagine a package finally arrives after a long delay. Most people rip it open in a frenzy, scattered, half grateful, half afraid it will disappear again. But you are not most people. You are being taught to open the blessing with reverence, to read every line with discernment, to breathe before you move. That is maturity. That is stewardship. That is the kind of heart heaven trusts with increase. And listen, anointed one, increase is not only money, it is clarity, it is confidence, it is favor that makes the right rooms feel familiar. It is the ability to say no without guilt and yes without fear. When the blessing of the Lord makes rich, it adds no sorrow with it, meaning what is coming will not require you to bleed to keep it. It will not demand compromise. It will not require you to betray your own soul. Now, chosen one. The enemy's oldest trick is to make you doubt at the very moment of arrival. He will whisper, "This is too good. Something bad must follow." He will try to attach old patterns to a new promise. But your assignment is to break agreement with that voice. You don't have to argue with it. You simply refuse to partner with it. You choose alignment. You choose trust. You choose stillness. Here's what will help you keep your world clean. Not perfect, clean. Clean thoughts. Clean conversations. Clean access. If certain people only show up when you're rising, you don't have to hate them, but you do have to guard what God is building. If certain habits pull you back into scarcity, thinking you don't have to shame yourself, but you do have to interrupt the cycle. The transfer doesn't end at delivery. It continues in your decisions. Anointed One. There will be a moment soon where you feel the urge to announce everything. Resist that urge. Some blessings grow best in silence before they bloom in public. Let the paperwork update quietly. Let the connections form naturally. Let the doors open without you forcing the handle. What is yours does not need your striving. It needs your agreement. So today, take one practical step that matches your faith. Organize your space. Update your information. Make room in your schedule. If you've been living as if nothing good can happen, shift your habits like someone who expects good news. Not because you're trying to manifest, but because you're preparing to steward. Preparation is a language heaven understands. Chosen One. If your heart has been bruised by delay, let this be your healing. Delay did not mean denial. It meant protection. It meant timing. It meant the blessing was being preserved until your spirit could carry it without losing yourself. Now breathe, hold steady, and walk forward like someone whose name has been restored in the light. And when you feel the old ache rise, remember this: you are not returning to who you were before the pain. You are arriving as someone refined. Let gratitude lead, not urgency. Let prayer be your posture, not pressure. If questions come, answer them slowly. If fear knocks, don't open. You have already crossed over. The file is reopened. The seal is broken, and your future is no longer waiting for permission any longer. Chosen One, we do not guess, we believe. We do not hesitate, we agree with heaven. What was spoken over you in this hour is not emotional hype, it is spiritual order. The transfer is already in motion, and you are standing in your Kairos moment, your appointed intersection where promise meets fulfillment, where delay breaks and destiny breathes again. Anointed One, I bless you now with steadiness in your spirit and clarity in your mind. May peace guard your heart as the doors begin to open. May favor locate you in rooms you never chased. May what was hidden in silence rise in the open with authority. And may every counterfeit, every old fear, every voice of doubt lose its grip as heaven confirms what belongs to you. Stay aligned, stay clean in your spirit, stay faithful in the small steps, because the God who preserved your portion will also establish your outcome. Expect confirmations, expect restoration, expect divine acceleration without sorrow, without confusion, without compromise. What is yours will not miss you. And Chosen One, if you felt even a whisper of alignment today, type Amen in the comments, not as routine, but as your prophetic signature. If you're led, share this with another Chosen One who needs strength for their waiting. And if you haven't yet, subscribe so you stay under this covering of word prayer and divine timing. Your name is still echoing. You were never forgotten. You were preserved. Now walk boldly because heaven is watching and heaven is moving. Amen.